Right. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're listening or joining in from. My name is Efon Ponsa, your humble host, and here I am today with Raphael Agbavor.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm
who,
Novo. Yeah, you're right.
yes,
That's it.
thank you. You did well. He will be sharing his journey with us. I will not say much. I'm not going to read all his bio. I'll just get him to introduce himself in a bit. So if you're just joining us, please invite all your friends who will benefit from this conversation. If you're looking, or if you've not even looked at the Commonwealth um, applications or haven't ever thought of it, this is your chance to learn about it and also, consider it because it is a very a good one. Looking at the offers that it has or the benefit that it comes with, and I always say this to my listeners that I'm quite biased when it comes to these conversations because I am more familiar with the UK than the other countries. It doesn't mean that don't look at other countries if it will be of benefit. But I know a lot of people also say UK does not give a lot of offers, but I think it's because the UK has one of the best education system. If you don't agree with me, you can argue with your keyboard. So today, today I'm here with Raphael, who'll be sharing his journey. If you have any questions, please do well to put in the chat. It will be very interactive. We're on YouTube as well, so if someone that you want to invite is not on LinkedIn, please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can watch all our previous episodes on there, and then be able to learn more from other guests that we've had. So before we start, I am the founder of AAA Foundation. And this May, 28th of May, we're looking to pad 100 girls with reusable pads. Why reusable pads and not disposable ones? Aside its environmental benefits, it also protects the girl child for 2 years. 2 years of not having to sleep with any guy or any man for that matter just to buy pad, of not using unwanted material or products and preventing infections, of missing school altogether. That is 2 years of carefree and getting her 45 days missed schools back. So with the reusable pads, in hindsight, it's costly. However, if you look at its longevity, you realize that it's actually cost efficient as well. So with Crimson Liberation Hub this May, we will be padding 100 girls in the Gomwa district. So please join us. We're looking for 100 people, not to make a donation, but to invest in a girl child. So your 100 Ghana cedis will be able to keep a girl child in school for 2 years. So this is not charity. This is not donation. This is an investment. So we're looking for 100 people. If you're interested or if you want to be part of it, please do not hesitate to either message me or go on our website www.aaafoundationgh.org, or you can find us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Just type in AAA Group or AAA Foundation, and you'll be able to find the Momo number, our bank account details, and PayPal. Thank you very much. We also have other programs or projects. If Padding a Girl is not one that you want to support, there are other projects that we do, including the ICT initiative, women empowerment. We have after school club that we do as well, and also keeping the street child off the streets and keeping them in school. So there's various projects, whichever one that you want to invest in, please do not hesitate to get in touch. We're looking for partners, sponsors, and collaborators to be able who aligns with our mission and vision to be able to push forward and help and support more communities and children. So thank you very much. Without wasting much more time, Raphael, thank you very much for honoring my invitation. You were very responsive, and I appreciate that. Um,
Thank you too.
coming forward to want to share your story. A lot of people want to do it, but I think they're shy or they're too busy. So thank you very much for taking time to want to do this with us. So without wasting much more time, please do introduce yourself to our listeners.
Yeah, thank you for this platform to share my story as an international student. And to zoom in, yeah, my name is Raphael Agbavor, and Commonwealth Scholar studying environmental process engineering at the University of Nottingham in England. And also, I'm a staff of Ghana Water Limited, currently as a management trainee in the Water Quality Assurance Department. And a little bit about my professional background before my educational background. Basically, what I do as a water quality assurance analyst is to make sure that right from the source to the tap, the water, the drinking water that is produced meets the World Health Organization standards, the Ghana Standards Authority standards, and then our own Ghana Water Company's standards to protect public health and also promote the UN SDG goals of water and sanitation. Coming to my academic, I studied biochemistry, solid molecular biology as an undergraduate at the University of Ghana. And because of my professional experience in the water and in the utility industry, I saw an opportunity to transition into the process engineering part to understand the treatment systems and how we can employ sustainable and then cost-effective technologies to help in the treatment of water, mainly because of emerging pollutants and challenges faced by the water utility these days. So I transitioned into engineering to study the environmental process engineering at the University of Nottingham as a Commonwealth Scholar. So that's what I'm doing now. Thank you.
Wow, nice, very nice. I know every guest that sorry if I look like I'm not paying attention. I am. I'm just trying to make sure we're live on the other platforms. So every guest that I have has a reason why they chose the program that they're offering. What is there a story behind your wanting to go into water purification?
Yeah, it's a yes or no answer. So I'll go with a no first.
Okay.
So a no because back in even high school, I never envisioned myself working in the utility industry. I saw myself as working in the health sector. So I had
Okay.
this dream, funny dream. I don't know if it's funny or not, but I told myself that I'll be the person to bring the cure for AIDS. Yeah, that was something I told myself back in high school. So I tailored my studies like to what I would study to enter that area, that research area, health research area. So I chose biochemistry. But well, time and life happened, so I wasn't able to go to university immediately after high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, due to financial challenges. So my dad saw an opportunity with the Ghana Water Company. They had a training school, though they have a training school. So it was like if the university didn't work, let me enter the utility industry. And in the beginning, I was hesitant.
Mm.
Well, I entered a training school, went on my first field work to learn the process treatment systems, and that was where my interest in the water industry peaked. So I changed my um, my dream, let me put it like that, to go into something engineering based, process based, something that brings process and then science together. So that was the journey. And that's how my interest got picked. And also back in undergrad, looking at how the water sector is changing, the emerging pollutants, the pollution, and all those things increased that interest. And then I was like, let me take it up more to understand what is really needed in terms of
Wow.
sustainability, cost, and then energy saving. So that's it. Yeah.
Wow, that is incredible. That is incredible because I don't think I know anybody who's into water purification or like even
Okay.
studying it. Yeah, so I was quite interested. I was quite interested in asking you that question. I'm
Mhm.
glad I've had the opportunity to ask it. And how are you finding it at the moment?
So currently, I would say it's interesting. I am enjoying the program. I'm enjoying the program because all that I want to learn, I am learning them. Process-based sustainability, energy saving, in terms of
Mm.
policy, design, and everything. So I am really enjoying it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good.
Mhm.
Right. Thank you for sharing your journey with us as to how you got into what you're studying now. So let's now start with the reason why we're here, which is the
Okay.
Commonwealth journey.
All right.
Um, how how did you get to know about? Okay, let me start with what is the Commonwealth scholarship? I know there's two there. There's the Commonwealth shared, there's one that you have to apply through the CSE and your country as well. So the
Ghana scholarship for your
requirement
countries.
differs, yeah.
Mhm.
So if you can, establish that difference for our listeners,
All
that
right.
would be very great.
Okay. Okay. So for the Commonwealth scholarships, especially the master scholarships, there are two. The
Mm,
one is Commonwealth Master Scholarship, and one is Commonwealth Shared Scholarship. So the Commonwealth Master Scholarship also is similar to the Shared Scholarship, but the only difference is that you apply through your country as the nominating agency. So the Commonwealth Master Scholarship, when you apply in the case of Ghana, you apply through the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat. So they will be the nominating agency. And when you are
okay.
nominated, then they put your name forward to the Foreign Commonwealth or the FCDO and Development Office, and then the CSC Commission here in the UK. For the shared scholarship, the collaboration between a UK partner university and then the Commonwealth Scholarship Secretariat in the UK. So you apply to the Commonwealth Scholarship Commission, and then you indicate the school that you are applying to. So when you are done applying, the school will review your application, and then when you qualify, they nominate you. The school will nominate you in the UK, and then forward your name to
Right.
the Commonwealth Scholarship Commission, and then they put it forward. So that's the difference. So
Okay.
yeah.
Right. So one depends or determines your selection from your
Country,
country.
country, yes. And then
Okay.
the second one depends on selection from the UK school you have applied to.
Okay. So which is what you are on.
Yes, so I am on the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship, which
Okay.
depends on the UK school that I applied to. So the UK school nominated me.
Okay. So can you talk us through the process?
Well, so normally the application opens late November, no, early November, yeah, early November to early December. It's usually about a month of
Okay.
the application window. Yeah, so and you have the opportunity to apply to as many schools as you can. The higher schools you apply to, the higher your chance of getting
Mm,
nominated.
mm,
but it also depends on the quality of application. You can apply to 10 schools, but if your application is not good enough, you can be rejected by all the 10 schools. So
Oh, okay.
even though even though you have the opportunity to apply to more than one school, it must be worth it. Yeah. So it involves about my time. We wrote about 11 essays, 11 different essays per school. So
Wow.
yeah. So if you're applying to let's say 5 schools, then prepare to write 55 different essays. But the good thing about it is that if you're applying to like one program across, then the number of essays will reduce because it's just the same essay for all the schools. The only thing you can do is just to tweak it to suit the school you are applying to. But if there are 5 different programs, 10 different programs, then just
Hmm.
yeah, calculate the number of essays you're writing. And
Right.
also, yeah, so that's it. You apply, you add the essays, and then you submit.
So
Yeah,
the
and
essays, is it
mhm,
the
mhm.
the essays from the school or the scholarship itself or both? Because that sounds like a lot
Oh,
of essays.
yeah, so the essay for the scholarship application is
Mm.
from the Scholarship Commission, the Commonwealth Scholarship Commission, and
Okay.
they are mainly development based. So when you apply, you must have, let's say, a vision. Why are you applying to? You have identified a development challenge in your country, in your sector, wherever you find yourself, and
Mm.
then you want to solve it. So the essay revolves around how you are going to address that development challenge. So yeah, and
All
then
right.
before you apply to the school you have selected in the scholarship application, and then that one also has its own essay. The admission process is different from the scholarship application process. Yeah. Mhm.
Wow. Can you
Mhm.
give us some of the titles of the
Mhm.
essays? Like what sort of essays should
Mhm.
people plan? Or yeah, if
Okay.
you can give us some sort of topics that is based on, because
Okay.
I know the Commonwealth main,
Mhm.
not the shared. There
Yeah.
is it 6 developmental questions based
Yeah.
on the SDGs. Is it the same as
Mhm.
this, or are they different?
Yeah. Yeah. So there are it's a developmental question they ask.
Mm.
Yes, and this one is about 11. So I am actually looking at my essay, the essay that got me the scholarship right now. And one of the questions that they asked was, what was the name? Yeah. So the development impact. What are the what development impacts are you looking at solving? So you have to write the write about the challenges that you have found, and then you talk about it. So in my case, I wrote on water pollution, how to make water clean. So I identified uh, the the causes of the water pollution from the global level to the regional level and then to the country level. And then I gave statistics, how um, it is projected, and then the number of people that are lacking access to drinking water. So I presented it in a structured manner. And then at the end, I signed off with saying that this is what I am looking at, and this is the reason why I am applying to the, the scholarship. Yes.
Mm. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Right, we've got people already in the comment section. I think we
Okay.
got more people joining us on YouTube,
Okay. Okay.
which is unusual than it is on LinkedIn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
yeah, we've got
Mhm.
Amadiyapo saying my man, and Jeffrey, thank you
Yeah.
all for joining.
Yeah.
Bravo, my guy. Okay, Isaac says, I'm enjoying the conversation. Can the speaker please amplify his voice? I think you're
Okay.
soft
Okay.
spoken, so
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah.
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 Jeffrey says, nice conversation. Is okay for the speaker to please. Okay, so we've got another one. Right. I think maybe because I've got my headphones on, it's probably
Yeah.
e-
Yeah.
I know you're soft spoken, but
Mhm.
yeah, if you can amplify your voice a little bit
Okay.
for
Okay.
our audience, that would be great. Thank
Okay.
you all for joining.
All right then. Thank
Right.
you. Thank you.
And thanks for the comment as well. This is the kind that we need so that we'll be able to, also do our best to make sure we're giving you the best
Yes. And then
event. Yes.
I also like to commend my friends Yapo and then Jeffrey. They are also scholars. They are also currently Commonwealth scholars in my cohort.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then yeah.
Nice. Okay. So get in touch so that we can hear your stories as well. So
Yes.
get in touch. Yes. That's great. I like the support. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Right. So after these essays, so you
Mhm.
basically used your
Mhm.
your interest in your
Yes.
program to answer the essay
Yes.
questions.
Yes. Yes. That's it.
Did you have any mentor that actually talked you through it, or you went through it yourself?
Yeah. So I would say I had a lot of people around me, even though I took the initiative. Yeah, I had a lot of people around me that gave me the support. So actually, the Commonwealth was somebody that recommended it for me, to me, and
Okay.
then I didn't plan of actually applying because I know how it was or it is very competitive. Yeah. So I just like wrote myself out that with my GPA and then all these things. I was like, nah, there's not
Mm,
something I have to. So I have to get like more skills and then other qualifications before I can attempt to. But the person encouraged me, and then I think they opened the applications a week into application. So it was left with about 3 weeks to uh, applications to close, and then she gave me the link, and I was like, okay, let me try. And then when I went through the essays, honestly, I told her that the number of essays I'm supposed to write, 11 essays, and they're just too much. I can't. Yeah. And then she told me that, oh no, this is what makes it worth it. It is the essay
mm.
that gets you qualified. So I put my mind to it and I was like, okay, let me give it a try. Yeah, so I did all the essays, and then also I would say that I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos by previous scholars, how they approached it, and then the way they wrote it. So there is this man, lecturer called Victor Agboga
He's
from
on LinkedIn
Nigeria.
as well. I follow him. He's
Yep.
very good.
Yeah.
His videos are very good as well. I watch
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
guys, follow him. He's very good because he shows
Yes.
you that it's not about
Mhm.
interviewing people to share that he takes you through the
Mhm.
process,
Yes.
and he's a lecturer now. He's
Yes.
also won a lot of scholarships, so he
Yes.
takes people through the whole process. His videos are
Yes.
very good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Victor's videos, and yeah, I watch a lot of his videos, and then Banda Khalifa, the MD at
Also
John
very good.
Hopkins.
Yeah,
Yeah, his
he's
insight.
on LinkedIn as well. Yeah.
His insight. I read a lot of his insight, how to
Mm,
approach it, what to put in there, and I tailored my essays according to, yeah, the videos. And then when I send it over to those are my mentors to for proofreading, they just did little corrections, and then
mm,
I put in the application. So in all, I applied to 4 programs in 3 schools. Yeah,
okay.
I applied to the current school is environmental process engineering in University of Nottingham, and then Cranfield University environmental engineering MSc, and then water and wastewater process engineering MSc, and then University of Chester biotechnology. And I would say that for Cranfield and Chester, I saw that I actually qualified. Everything just fell into like my skills. But for this current one that I am on, it was an afterthought. When I saw the program on the school's websites and other qualifications needed, and with my background in biochemistry, I was like, no, this is not something that I qualify for. Even if I apply, I won't get it. So I put an asterisk on it. I put it aside and I focus on the other applications until I finished. And I told the mentor, the person guiding me on application, I told her that, okay, I applied to 3 programs in 2 schools. And she was like, no, it's not enough. I should apply to more schools. So I said, okay, then let me give this one a try, the University of Nottingham's program a try. So I put in the application, wrote all the essays, and fortunately and unfortunately, the one that I put aside, which is environmental process engineering, was the one that got me nominated. And then the ones that I felt I qualified, that I don't need much effort, were not the ones that nominated me.
Wow. You know
Yeah.
what? You've said
Yeah.
quite a lot, and from
Mhm.
what that you said, I can ask you a follow-up question on all of them, and it is something
Okay.
that we've been talking about since we started changing the narrative.
Yeah.
One, you mentioned your
Mhm.
GPA. A lot of
Yes.
people actually discourage
Mhm.
themselves or
Mhm.
sort of talk themselves through out of it. They talk themselves
Yes.
out of it because of the thing is,
Mhm.
yes, your GPA is very important. However,
Mhm.
your essays can also help you
Yes.
tell your story in a way that your GPA
Mhm.
wouldn't even matter. I know
Yeah.
people that got really good GPAs and they didn't
Mhm.
they didn't they got turned down. And in hindsight, you're thinking, okay, they had the good GPA. The essays were
Mhm.
okay, like from the
Mhm.
stamp view of
Mhm.
where I sit reading it and applying. And then
Mhm.
you find somebody whose GPA wasn't great. However,
Yeah.
the way they've gone ahead to tell their stories. And the thing
Mhm.
is, sometimes it also shows perseverance and
Yeah.
resilience. Because
Yes.
yes, my GPA is no good, but I'm
Mhm.
not going to let it stop me from wanting to make the impact that I want to make, or I don't want.
Yes.
I'm not looking at it as a deficit in my life, or I'm
Yeah.
not using it to say I'm not worth being invested in for higher education.
Yes. Yeah.
So do
Yeah.
not talk yourself out of it. And
Mhm.
I like the fact that you said you improved yourself with other stuff. And this
Yeah.
is what we keep telling people. The thing is, not all of us will get good GPAs in undergrad. That's
Mhm.
why
It's
it's
true.
a first class, a
Mhm.
second class upper, a second class lower, and a pass. We
Mhm.
all went through it, but those 3, 4 years, we will all have different life events. We will all have
Yes.
good and bad days. And sometimes it is
Mhm.
just a few mishappening in life that causes you to
Mhm.
drop your grades.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
in all of this, people that are reading it or offering the scholarship are not there to judge. Well, they are judging your essays, but not
Mhm.
you as an individual or what you could and could not achieve.
Mhm.
But they're looking at
Yes.
your future prospects. Should they invest in you? Are you going to be a good investment now for them?
Mhm.
That's what they're
Yes.
looking at. There are
Yeah.
people that are, first class holders, and all they did was just read or just go
Yeah.
on. There's no um, other qualification or certificates that they've got. There's no other,
Mhm.
personal development. They don't have any financial constraints. With people like
Mhm.
that, it's good
Yes.
that you were able to
Yeah.
get the first class, but
Mhm.
standing against somebody who has had to work their way through school, the people that are having to, work whilst they are studying because there's no
Yeah.
fees. If they don't work, they won't be able to. People that are carrying other family issues, life issues, which is dragging
Mhm.
them down, and so on and so forth.
Mhm.
Depending on how you tell your story, and we are not saying that go and lie on your essays because this is what will get you it. tell your story
Yeah.
how you want to tell it.
Yeah. Yeah.
However, we are just saying that should you not be able to achieve your 2 1s and your first class, a second class lower is not the end of your life. So do not talk yourself out of it. Still make that application. Write a good essay. Write a damn good essay, and that could be the changing factor. So without
Yes.
wasting much more time,
Mhm.
can you tell
Mhm.
us a bit of
Mhm.
how you coined your essays? Because one, you said
Mhm.
you didn't have a high GPA, so you even decided
Mhm.
not. And
Mhm.
kudos, thank you all to all the mentors, all the people that well wishers, all the people that see the good in others and push them not to give up on themselves. You deserve your flowers, so take all your flowers.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
a lot of the time I know even lecturers who will say you are not going
Mhm.
anywhere. Just go and give up on your dreams. But when you see other friends, family,
Mhm.
acquaintances, even classmates,
Yes.
encouraging and motivating all of you, you're doing God's work. Well done and keep it up.
Mhm.
Because I'm sure if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be
Yes.
having this conversation. So thank you
Yeah.
all that
Just
keep motivating and encouraging. So
yes.
yeah, so you said you did courses and
Mhm.
um, you wrote your essay. So if you can
Mhm.
tell us what courses you did and why you did them, what motivated you to do them, and also
All
how
right.
you managed to write your essays in a way that was fitting for the scholarship.
Okay. So to start with, I would say that I started with early preparation. So um I told myself that I want to have like an international educational experience, like yeah, to see how the world looks beyond the shores of Ghana, how I can get knowledge from other places to add to my portfolio. So I started preparations back in undergrad. I think that was yeah, level 300, my third year in the university. So I started exploring schools outside the country, especially in Europe. So
Mm.
I go to the courses and then the programs, the university programs, I read the qualifications and then they tell you that, okay, you must have a skill in this, you must have a knowledge in this. So um, looking at my undergrad studies, not all of them qualify or not all the courses that qualify for the postgraduate studies. So what I do is that I
Mm.
go for online courses, especially on Coursera. Yeah, so on
Coursera
Coursera,
is very good. I use it
yeah,
myself. And I always
so
encourage
online
people, it's
courses.
not all that you have to pay. There's loads of
Mhm.
free courses that can be of
Yes,
benefit. Yeah.
yeah. So online, yeah, Coursera. So I think one of the courses that I took that actually helped me was chemicals and health. So it's really talks about chemical pollution in the environment. That was an interest for me because of the trajectory that I am taking in water treatment and then prevention pollution, pollution prevention, and then making water safe. So those are the courses I took, and then as well as and then I would say that you made mention of there are some people that attended school whilst working full time and then having other responsibilities. Yeah, I would say that
I'm
yeah,
one
you are
of them.
watching. Yeah, you are watching one of them right now, and that's me. Yeah,
Wow.
I was working full time, was going to school again at the undergrad level. So that
Mhm.
also helped me. Like the experience that I built from Ghana Water Limited, I added that one also, and then volunteering. I
Mm.
volunteered,
Are
and
you
that
people listening? Volunteering. When you volunteer to,
yeah,
don't just be hanging around. Be
yeah,
useful.
I volunteered, and then also one thing that is most important that people we usually ignore is about recommendation letters.
Mm.
Recommendation letters. I would paraphrase from what Banda Khalifa once wrote, that a recommendation letter, when somebody recommends you, the person is telling the employer that I am recommending this person because I trusted him or her. So recommendation letters goes a long way. And before you can get a good recommendation letter, one thing I will say is that that's worked for me is showing up. I showed up in the
Showing up,
classroom.
yes.
You don't just go to the classroom and then you sit down at the end of the semester, you write examination, you get a perfect score, but you don't answer questions in class, you don't contribute in class, you don't do anything. What I did that helped me was that I made sure that every lecture that I attended at the undergrad level, I answer a question or I ask a question. I always put myself out to get myself noticed, for lecturers to notice me, to see my effort, to know the kind of person I am. Because I have this vision that I would need their recommendations one day. And then if they don't know me, then how are they going to write it for me? What are they going to tell the people they are recommending me to, that this is the person, and then I putting my trust in him. So showing up, you have to show up, answer questions. If they are wrong, just show up, put up the effort, let people recognize you, contribute, be part of something. Because if you are isolated, it will be a challenge for you, because you can get the perfect score, but if you don't have extracurricular activities because you are always in your shell, it's going to affect you. Yeah.
Thank you very much for that submission. That's why I said it's not just about volunteering. Make sure you're being useful,
Yes.
because there are people that would put their names up, you know, turn up for the interview and everything, and they just go silent. And at the end, if you come and ask for a recommendation, I don't know what you're expecting the person to write. You know, you've volunteered. Yes, your name is on paper. In theory, you're volunteer, but in practical, you're not really adding any value. It's
Yes.
That's not what volunteering is about. So, and I like the fact that you even mentioned being in class as well. It's not about attending, then you pick your books and then you go. You know,
No.
start a club, a read. It's not a reading club. That was just on top of, like, of the top of my head what I
Okay.
could say.
Yeah.
But do something, do something in the school, or even if you don't want to lead it, be part of it. Be part of it that is making impact. If there is a change somewhere, don't just be disappearing in your own shadows, because when it comes to getting a recommendation letter, it will be difficult for the lecturer to write on you. And one thing is, they will ask for your transcript, especially those
Yes.
that they don't know you. If you
Yes.
didn't pay any, if you didn't add any contribution in their class and they don't know you, they ask for your transcript to be able to write on you based on the marks that you got in your transcript. It's not the same as the person actually knowing you or remembering you from the efforts that you put in their classroom. The
Yes.
way one that really knew you or experienced your impact, the way they will write it, the words that they will use is different from somebody writing on you just based on your academic performance. So just
Yes.
bear that in mind. I'll
Yes.
read a few comments and then we
Okay.
can continue.
Okay.
It's nice during this great session. Thank you very much. I'm glad people are enjoying it. That's from Stephen. Jude, thank you, my cousin. He's always supporting. He's been supporting from day one. Great stuff, Efua. Thank you very much. So, all the ones, the guy, all of you that have joined, please do well. Again, we're having quite a lot of reactions on YouTube than we're having on LinkedIn. It's very
Amazing.
strange. It's very strange. That this is
Oh,
the first time that I've had most people joining on YouTube.
you
So
too.
mostly is
Okay.
after that I see a lot of
Mhm.
engagement on YouTube. So it's good to see. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Isaac says Victor yeah, Agbogwa he's everywhere. He's very good. He's very good, and Dr. Khalifa as well. They're doing
Yes.
great job. So if you're listening and you're not following them, please do follow them. I'll share their LinkedIn pages on here for you. They're very good. They're very, very good. If you follow them, you would get a lot out of the post that they make. And it's not one of those generic ones. They take their time, especially
Yes.
Dr. Khalifa. So he breaks a lot of things down, especially with PhD as well.
Mhm.
So do follow. They're very good. You will learn a lot from them. So coming back to um your studies, and I must commend you on having to work full time to see yourself through school. And again, it
Mhm.
speaks volume, and this is what we've been saying, that see a person that has worked their way into school, it shows that they're actually hungry to learn. It shows that you're a good investment. You're not a liability. So
Thank you.
anybody will give you that opportunity. It's access at the end of the day. And I speak like this because I work in the NGO, um,
Mhm.
environment. So I understand a lot of these things, and not also being through it as a life experience as well. Sometimes you can relate to these things. There are people that life are throwing a lot at, but it's not stopping them. They still want to stay focused. And those are the people that a lot of these scholarship deciders want to invest in, because they know they're not throwing money away. And if they were able to do that in a developing country, how much more if they come to the developed country? You understand? It's
Mhm.
so I commend you. Well done. It's not
Yeah.
easy
Thank you.
schooling and focusing on money as well. It's not for the weak. So we thank God for how far He's
Mhm.
brought you, and we're all very proud of you. Well done,
Yes.
well done.
Thank
You
you.
definitely deserve
Thank
it.
you.
You deserve it.
Thank
Thank
you.
Yeah, well done. So if you're here and you feel like you might not qualify because of this and that, these are the things, and these are the reasons why we do what we do. We invite people to share their stories, to let you know that whatever it is that you're going through, the challenges, even during the or through the application process, is not unique to you. It's part of the process, and unfortunately, you're not going to be any different. During each part of the journey, it can turn into warfare, and
Yeah.
it's up to you to either give up or keep pushing. The only time you fail is when you just stop.
Give
So
up.
keep pushing.
Yes.
Don't beat yourself up if it didn't happen this time or this year. Go back on the drawing table. What did I do well? What can be improved? And being able to receive constructive feedback. I People have gotten upset with me just because I was very honest on their SOPs. I said, even me, I won't even pay your fees. Yeah, they stopped talking to me. I didn't mean it in a bad way. It's just what you sent to me. So please don't go and use AI to generate everything. Okay, it doesn't speak well of you. Write it from the heart. Let it be a believable story, because at the end of the day, it's your story. There's no need to not want to tell it. Okay. All right. So moving
Yeah.
on. So now Coursera, I use it. I've used it. um I've not put all my certificates on my LinkedIn, but if you check, I've got a project management specialization. I used
Mhm.
Coursera. It started off as free, but I realized that I wanted to build up and then get the whole. So there's some that you have to pay for the certificate if you're specializing
Yes.
in it.
Yeah.
But a lot of it too has got fundamentals that are free. Make use
Mhm.
of it. It will help you. Okay, it's
Yes.
free. Invest in yourself. If you have to pay and you can afford it, even if you can't afford it, sometimes we use excuses that are not legit to me anymore. A lot of people, oh, it's expensive, oh, I can't afford it. But if it is something that is not going to add any value to your life, you will save and find money to go and do it, either pleasing other people or holding the latest iPhone or buying the latest shoes, things that have got depreciation. you would easily find the money for that. But paying for a certificate or writing an exam that will benefit you, you start saying you can't afford it. But anyway, we all have our priorities. Don't do it. Go and invest in yourself. Yeah. So coming back, coming back to your story, it is really good. I'm
Okay.
I'm learning a lot. I'm really learning a lot from you. And again, whenever I have this conversation, it encourages me to still find time and bring people that are willing and to share their story. And it also shows that whatever that we've been saying is they're not lies. We're not making these things up. It's people's real life. People have gone
Yeah.
through the process. Yeah. So after uni, right?
Yeah.
Did you have any plans of furthering your education in Ghana?
No, honestly, yeah.
Okay.
My priorities were to have an international experience outside of Ghana.
Okay.
So I made a plan.
So you've always wanted to study overseas.
Yes,
And
yes.
was this UK specifically, or you tried other countries?
UK wasn't even part of the plan. It was in mainly
Wow.
Denmark, Norway, and then some schools in the US. UK
Why
was
does everyone not want to come to the? We are not that bad. We're
UK
not
wasn't
that
part of
bad.
the plan. It came into the limelight when there's Commonwealth actually a scholarship came. Like I was
Mm,
introduced to it, so that was where UK came into the limelight. But mostly it's Erasmus Mundus in Europe, and
mm,
then Denmark, Norway, Finland. Yeah, those were the schools that I was targeting. Yeah,
okay.
so
Is
I
there a
had a
reason
plan.
for it for those specific countries?
Well, it stemmed from what's the name? The interest that I watched one series. It's funny though, a TV series for Vikings. I don't know if so. The setting of the
Right.
movie, the
Yeah.
environment, like how the place looks natural, the medieval architecture, and all those things. I was like, nah, I have to like visit this country, and then one of the ways I can do it is through school. So that was where I started looking at schools over there, and then the program that I wanted to um yeah pursue. So my interest
Oh,
in
that's
these
good.
European countries stemmed from just a single movie that I watched, and I was like, nah, the place is beautiful, so let me come there. Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
Hey, UK,
Yeah.
we are not that bad, okay? Everybody keeps saying that, oh, UK is difficult to get, UK is difficult, that it's not that bad. If you don't try and see, you see how the UK you are here now, is it bad? You all should stop being countries against UK. It's not that bad. Well, I'm glad you're here and I'm glad your
Yes.
dreams came true. And I like the
Mhm.
fact that it wasn't an afterthought. You already had that plan of wanting to
Yeah.
come overseas, so you work diligently towards it. So it speaks
Yes.
volume. Again, it adds to your
Yes.
credibility. And this is one thing that they look at, especially when you go for interviews. Some people can, ask you a random question and it could be the deciding factor, to see
Mhm.
that is this person, you know, always wanted to do this, or is the last minute thing, or they're looking to just escape the country that they are, the system that they are in now. So it's great,
Mhm.
it's great. Right, okay, so
Yeah.
now let's come to during the process. What were some of
Mhm.
the challenges that you faced? Because it looks like actually, how many times did you apply? Did you apply to, apart from the Commonwealth, which you were told to, or you were encouraged, not told, you were encouraged to do,
Mhm.
to apply? Did you
Mhm.
apply to any of the countries that you mentioned, or you initially wanted to?
Yeah. Yeah. So I applied to
Did you get any
uh,
of them?
no, for the scholarship, I didn't, but at the normal admissions, I had
Mm,
admissions. So there is this program, Erasmus Mundus program in environmental contamination and toxicology that just spans three European countries. So even
so,
though I qualified the cutting points I qualified.
Mm.
But the only challenge is that in Ghana, I wasn't part of the top, uh, top students that qualified. Even though generally
Right.
the the qualification mark is above 7.5, and then
Mm.
I had 8.5. But when the response came, they told me that I have qualified for the scholarship, but the top applicants within Ghana, within that country, within
Mhm.
Ghana, I wasn't part of them. So they have they will
That
give
means they
me
scored quite high.
very high, very
Wow.
high. So they will give me like a normal admissions where I will be a fee paying student. But because of financial difficulties, I left it. And then also one also in Poland, also part of the Erasmus Mundus. Yeah,
Mm.
that one also I applied, but I also didn't qualify for it. And other individual schools, I applied to the University of Glasgow, where I had admissions, but I was just given a 10% scholarship.
That's not enough
And
for
yes, it's not
international
enough.
fees.
Yeah,
Even 50% is not enough.
it's not enough. And then, Leeds, University of Leeds to also give me admissions. Yeah, that one also because they gave me a 10% scholarship or something like that. And then
Mm.
it wasn't enough. So, and God being so good, University of Nottingham saw the potential in me and then gave me an opportunity. And
That's
here I am
good.
today. Yes.
Yeah, we saw well, I'm particularly happy that somebody saw the potential and gave you the chance. You see, the UK is not that bad. It's the UK that gave
Yeah.
you the
Yeah.
opportunity. Or maybe we should say maybe this is where your destiny lies. So it's where you look at it. The thing is, right,
Probably. Mhm.
these countries that you mentioned, especially US, Canada, Germany in particular, because of Erasmus Mundus, and see, they are that's where almost everybody wants to go, right?
Mhm.
So it's very
Yes.
competitive. There's like loads and loads the application is saturated, right? So I always tell
Yes.
people, I get it, this is the country that you want to go. I get it, that's where your heart is. However, if the program that you're thinking of pursuing is better
Mhm.
in a country that you've never thought of, I will advise you to consider that,
Yes. Yes.
because you stand a higher chance of getting that admission or even the scholarship than trying to push through all
Mhm.
these I'm not saying, bring your worth, you're worth it, and yes, by all means apply. However, consider
Mhm.
other countries who has lower interest from other, because it's not just Ghanaians that are applying, it's not just Nigerians that are applying. When we say Commonwealth, there's 32 countries, so all
Commonwealth,
of
I think
these
it's about
people are
56
36, well,
and
I
50,
don't
56, 5, 5,
56.
6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So now 56 countries, right? Thanks for the correction. 56
No
countries.
problem.
Even if you're getting, say, 1,000 people to apply, right? From each, calculate the the
The
ratio.
volume of applications.
You
Yeah.
understand? So, but then you get people in other countries. Finland, a lot of people are sleeping on Finland. A lot of people are sleeping on Luxembourg. Um, but these are countries that, have got good prospects. Ireland, it's got
Yes.
a lot of good prospects in terms of the scholarship. People are not looking at it. Why don't you try it? If it is mainly to further your education, please do consider those. I get everybody wants to be a Chevening scholar, Erasmus Mundus scholar, Commonwealth scholar. It holds that weight. UK, Germany, they all. But these other countries have got its perks as well. So take your time and do the research. Just a quick Google search. In fact, ChatGPT, instead of using ChatGPT to roast you and be following trends, use it for good use. Use it
Yes.
to do a quick research so that you can narrow down where to focus your energy. Okay. If you
Yes.
don't do the research yourself and you just follow the trend, you'll be wasting a lot of your time and your resource. So that's just an advice. You don't have to
Yeah.
to go by it, but it can save you a lot of headache. And then where you felt like opportunities were not worth it, that's probably where maybe your chances are. So just bear that in mind. I'm glad Nottingham gave you the opportunity. So coming
Yeah.
back to the question, what were some of your struggles? And so you've mentioned with the application. So what was some of your struggles? I know Commonwealth, you just applied it the one time and you got it, which is
Yes.
great to hear. Very great. Well done.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. Thank
You
you.
should be very proud of it. Trust me. Yeah, should be very proud. Yeah. So what
Thank
were some
you.
of the challenges during the application process? So now, um, how was the interview? Let's do a chronological story. So how
Um,
was the interview? What sort of questions did they ask? Just for
so
people
yeah.
to get prepared for it.
Yeah. So for Commonwealth shared, there is no interview for Commonwealth shared. That is the good thing
Good.
about it. So
That's good.
once you write a very good essay,
Mm.
development related, and then you try to go into every little bit of um, requirement that they need. Once you are nominated by the school, automatically you have been given a scholarship. So there is no
Wow.
interview for Commonwealth Share Scholarship. For them, I don't know much about it, so I can't speak on it. But the
There is
Share
an
Scholarship,
interview. You have to go for an interview, and
oh, okay,
it's just because we've gone through. I've gone through with a few people before, so
okay,
there is an interview, but it all depends on your country and how.
okay,
Um, I don't want to use the word that. It's because it's sometimes because it's on the country to get people.
yeah,
It can be
yes,
a very funny procedure. I'm trying to be
yeah,
diplomatic here. It can be a very, very um, funny procedure. So, unless the country is very diligent and wants the whole process to be transparent, chances of you getting an interview, even the date as well, when to turn up, what time, it can come last minute. That if you're, like, say, you're living far away from where they want your interview, normally I think it's at the embassies as well. It depends
okay,
your country. Don't quote me on this. But there is. And sometimes to if they already have people that they want to they want to give that to
mhm,
or recommend, you're already fighting a losing battle. So
okay, yeah,
I'm not
that's
discouraging anybody.
that's
Please
good.
do apply for the Commonwealth Masters as well. But it looks like
Mhm.
the shared is a better option for those that are scared of interviews, or if you're looking for a diligent procedure.
Yeah,
That's good to
yes,
know. Yeah. Mm,
yes, yeah.
nice.
And then I
Okay, so
would
there was no
also
interview.
um,
Okay, go for it.
no, yeah. So I would also like to say that the preparations isn't only about knowing what you want to do, but
Mm,
knowing the type of information that you feed on. Yeah, and then as you said earlier, um, people using what's the name, ChatGPT and TikTok for things that will not necessarily add enough value to their lives.
mm,
So they should look for information and relevant information. I started or I did mine by reading on a lot of things. Anything that comes to my mind relating to education, like personal improvement, where I can get it from the relevant information, I go to the internet, I go to Google.
Okay.
If I have a particular school in mind, I go to the school's website, I search for the program. If I don't understand anything, I send email to the admission office. And I must say that I have sent a lot of admission, what's the name, emails to the admission offices just to inquire what are some of the qualifications I need, what are some of the things I need to do to be able to enter this program. And I started that even back in level 300 in undergrad. So getting the relevant information, the right place to get them is also part of the preparation process, not only what you put on paper, but the information you get prior to putting your answers on paper.
That's a good advice. So yeah, thank you very much for sharing that. The thing is, right, if you don't, I know a lot of people pay others to do this process for them. I get it, you're desperate, but don't give that part of the process to somebody else to do it for you. There's no point paying for it, because the thing is that research that you're doing, it will go a long way to help you. The person helping you to write your essays is not the person who is going to go for the
Mhm.
interviews. That's if there is an interview, or
Yeah,
if there is anywhere in the process where they are asking you for certain information, but you've relied on somebody else to do all the lifting. So then, it's not worth it. Apply yourself. Yes, get help, get the tutor, and get the mentorship, get all the help that you can, but be part of the process. Don't 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 take yourself out of the process. Be part of it. It will come handy. So use your
yes,
time properly. All the time that you're using to watch unnecessary things that does not add value to your life, invest time into your academic or your
Mhm.
studying abroad journey. It will come handy, trust me. Thank you very much for
Yes.
sharing that. So after your application, you heard from them.
Mhm.
How long did it take before you heard back?
Yeah, so normally the application ends in early the first week of December, and you hear your nomination email or you get your nomination email somewhere in early March to late April, depending on the school that you selected during the application process. And in my case, I had my nomination email early March in 2025. That was last year,
Mm,
early March. So it depends on the school and then the time. But between March and April, we should get a nomination. And
okay.
some people are also placed on reserve list. So the reserve,
Mm,
basically, you qualified, you equally qualified. However, someone has a higher score than you, so you
then
are
you,
eligible.
yeah.
Yeah. So by if by the chance the person that was nominated is no longer interested, then you come on as the next person in line. So those people usually, um, if they are lucky, they usually get their nominations in late July to August. So it
Mm.
depends on the school that you apply to and then the timeline for the nomination messages.
Okay, that's great to know. So now, if you're looking to apply this year, right? This you should start with your research. Watch these
Yes.
programs or events. Use your time to do the research. Ask for help. There are loads of help on LinkedIn, but if you're not going to ask for it, you won't get it. And please don't go and say, can you can you write my essay for me, or be specific with the help that you want to get, because these are also people that are have got a lot on their plate. With even yourself, Raphael, I'm sure
Mhm.
with your master's program, it's not every time that you have time to do other stuff. So when you're going to these people, be specific. Let them know that you've started up the journey, you're stuck somewhere, you're be specific with your questions, and I'm sure anyone that is of a willing heart will be willing to do it. But if you go very generic, very open, sometimes my messaging is just like, "Hello, how are you?" I'm thinking, come on, this is not WhatsApp. We don't know each other like that. Hello, how are you? Okay. Please, can you blah blah blah? Just don't wait for me to come and say I'm fine and you come on. Let's be mindful of the environment and try and go straight to the point. Even if it is
Yes.
something like telling about yourself and saying I watched your event and it's encouraged me to do this. I'm at this process, I'm at this point. What would you advise? Start the conversation so that if the person is taking time to answer it, they know that you're not there to joke about, and they'll take you serious. Again, it's just an advice. If you like, take it. If you like, leave it. Use this time to go on YouTube, follow all these names that we're dropping. It's help people. There's receipts there, or there are receipts there that shows that it's help other people. Please do make use of it. If you need people to go through your SOPs, look for people that will give you a constructive feedback, not just is good, what is good about it, not just it can be better, what can be better about it. People that have worked with me, I go through paragraph by paragraph and I suggest stuff, but I only work with people in that manner if I know that they've put in the work, so that we're going through it, chronologically and that. So take people that will give you the hard truth, not anybody that will just, massage the truth, because that's not what you need during your application. Okay. And I say that from a good place. Not somebody that will disrespect you. No. When I say the hard truth is they will put themselves in the shoes of the person who's going to read it at the other side, right? If it is able to convince that person, chances of it convincing the other people on is high. Or maybe sometimes it's just a very competitive year, like you said, Raphael, that you did well, but other people did far. That's
Better.
it happens. It happens sometimes where it's not about you. It's just that it's very competitive year that people have brought a their A game their A game on, and you just happen to have not been fortunate. That's all it is. So um that's why I always encourage people, put your best foot forward. And even if you end up on a waiting list, right, it's not the best news, but it's still a good news. And it's something that you should be proud of. Okay. It's
Yeah.
something that you should be proud of, because you're looking at thousands and thousands of applications, and you've made it to the waiting list means there is something in you. You just have to keep going. So yeah,
Yeah.
again, thank you, Raphael, for sharing that with us. So after the confirmation
Mhm.
from the schools and everything, then do you need? I think that one I can answer it myself. It
Mhm.
depends on the school. Some need the English test and whatnot. It all depends on the schools.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it
do you
depends
have
on
to
the
write?
school. No, I didn't write any English test. I just provided a proficiency letter from my university English department that my course was taught throughout
In
my
English?
undergrad studies. It was taught in English and everything. So I have yeah, this level of English qualification, and then the
Mm,
school accepted. So as you said, it depends on the school
yeah.
if whether they require it or not. Yes,
So
I
again,
didn't.
it's something that you need to look into as well. If the school requires an English test or the scholarship, sometimes the school might not necessarily require it, but the scholarship might, and
Mhm.
vice versa. So
Yeah.
just do the
Uh,
research and
yeah. And unfortunately, to the Commonwealth Share Scholarship, they don't require English qualification. You don't have to provide any English qualification certificate or anything. Yeah.
even better, because I know there are people that don't want to write that English test. But again, just do that research and see. Um,
Yes.
yeah. Hopefully that thing becomes a thing of the past, because if all your studies is in English, and these countries are mostly English colonized countries with English as the first language, and we still having to write English tests. Wow. Maybe someday we'll get there. But until
Yeah.
then, yeah. Yeah, so after that, then you went through the visa applications. How was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. So I would say it's one of the smoothest visa applications that I actually went
Okay.
through. I would say that I did everything within a week. So
Wow.
I sent in my application. I think that was on a Saturday. On a
Mm.
Tuesday, I went for biometric verification. And then on a Thursday, I received the email that my visa has been approved. So when you are nominated by the Commonwealth uh, Scholarship Commission, they also help in the visa application. So now that they are
Oh, that's
requiring
nice.
you to come to the UK, so after you sent in your visa application, there is an application number, a PIN, that you are required to share with the Commonwealth Scholarship Commission. So when you share it with them, and then they liaise with the visa application center, whatever
Mm.
they do backdoors, I have no idea about it, but the
Mm.
result is that it comes in within 48 hours. In my
Okay.
case, I went to the visa interview on Tuesday because I provided a Commonwealth scholarship with my visa application credentials. On a
Mm.
Thursday, I received as a name, the email that my visa has been approved. So let me come for my
Nice.
passport. Yeah, that is the best thing about the um, the Commonwealth. So when you are
Mm.
nominated, they take care of all the costs. They take
Everything.
care of all the costs, even
Nice. That's what you want.
your medical, your TB. So countries like Ghana and then other West African countries, they require a TB test. So
Mm.
ask you to do the test, and then when you come to the UK, they refund the money for you. They pay your visa application fee, the health surcharge, everything. You don't have to pay a dime. Even your flight,
Mm.
they take care of your flight.
So it's
Even from
really fully funded. When they say fully
yeah,
funded, that's what fully
fully
funded is.
they take
Mm.
care of the transport from the airport to the university. If it is far, they take care of it.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
That's nice.
they give you a monthly stipend, warm clothing allowance, a research allowance, a travel grant, and any other um, allowances that would arise during the scholarship period. They do that for you. So it is like fully funded. I would
Mm.
say that just go through the application stage, and when you get nominated, the only thing you have to do is just pack your bags, your clothes,
Mm.
or even if you like, don't pack anything, just dress up, come to the airport,
Airports.
take the flight, and then come to the UK. Everything is taken care of. Yeah,
That's great. That's great.
yeah,
That's great. So
yeah,
guys, those that are listening now and those that will listening later on, this is your sign to give it a go, to try it, apply it, or apply for it. What's the worst that can happen? That you don't get through. You have
yeah.
nothing to lose. But if you don't, how would you
Mhm.
know? Because like Raphael
Yeah.
said, it was a good friend that encouraged him to apply. We are being a good friend today to say, please do apply, because fully
Yes.
funded with no
You don't have
financial.
to pay anything.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so please do take that opportunity and apply for it. Okay, so
Mhm.
if you were to I'm trying to phrase the question properly. If you know what you know now, right,
Mhm,
earlier,
mhm,
would you have
mhm.
still applied for the other countries that you wanted to initially?
I would say yes. I would say yes, because
Okay,
I wouldn't want to put all my eggs in one basket. Yeah. So I will try others, and then if
fair
by
enough.
the chance I have all of them, then I will weigh them down.
Mm.
I'll prioritize the one that is close to my
You're a very wise man.
yeah, yeah, on my career preferences, and then I'll select that. But if I
That's
have
good.
the chance, I'll apply to all. Yeah.
Mhm. That's good. Are you enjoying your schooling?
Yeah. In terms
Have
of
you had any challenges during? So now, okay, we've spoken about, did you actually have any challenges throughout this application? I don't think you have. Looks like everything went
um
smoothly for you.
I wouldn't say I had challenges because
Mm,
I prepared for it. I had it at the
mm,
back of my mind that I want to study outside, and I
mm,
started working towards it earlier.
mm.
So I wouldn't say I had a challenge. No.
That's
And
good to
then
hear.
I
That's
had
good to
people
hear.
around me were that are willing to support me and that are
Mm,
still supporting me today.
that's
Yeah.
good.
So
God bless all those friends, okay? God bless all those friends that keep encouraging, keep showing up, and being the backbone of a lot of those out there. You might not get your thank you all the time, but we see you, we appreciate you all. So yeah, continue the great work. So now you're in
yes.
the UK.
Mhm.
I know I've asked if you're enjoying it. Did
Mhm.
you, how do you find education in the UK compared to Ghana?
Well,
What was that? If somebody starts
obviously,
laughing,
obviously, there is a vast difference. There's a vast difference in terms of how we use the knowledge and then the skills. In Ghana, much of it is about memorization.
mm-hmm,
Much of it is about memorization. So application is little. Whereas over here, you have to apply. You need understanding to apply. And um, mine was on a different level because I came from a pure biological science background and transitioning into process engineering. So I have to learn and learn and then relearn new
mm,
things, new concepts, especially this engineering concepts and then stuff. So it was challenging for me, just
mm,
challenging for me. But one thing I always tell myself is that I will do it. Yeah, because
mm,
I asked for it. This is what I want. So I am always positive. Even if it is weighing me down, I tell myself, I will do it. I will do it. So the learning environment, yeah, it's totally different. This place, you need to apply your knowledge. You need to go into details, be practical enough based on industrial requirements. Most of the time,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
whenever we go, yeah, whenever we go for lectures, the the model conveners always tell us that this is what the industry says. They are teaching us based on the industrial requirements. So that when you
and
go
not
out
just
there,
theory.
yeah, so that when you go out there, you are well prepared, you are equipped with the skills the industry needs.
Mm,
So everything or all the assignments that we get or we do comes from the inspiration comes from the industry. They tell you that okay, this industry wants to do this, want to solve this problem. How are you going to solve the problem with the material that has been presented to you in class? Apply your knowledge.
mm,
So basically, yeah, that is it. Mhm.
that's good.
It's more practical.
Mm, that's nice. That's good to hear. See, the
Mhm.
UK is not that bad. So, in terms of moving from Ghana to the UK, what are you struggling with? Everyone keeps saying, why do you always ask people about their struggles? Because if you don't ask, it just people assume it's so easy, but
Yeah.
it's never that easy. So that's why I ask those questions, and then it just prepares others to say, okay, this could be a challenge. However, people always overcome it. So, what are your current challenges, and how are you overcoming it?
So I'll throw light on a few. The first one is about being involved in association. As back home in our part of the world, there is the sense of community and then belonging.
Hmm.
But over here, it's much of individualism. If you don't
Hmm.
show up, if you don't show up, they don't come out for you.
Hmm.
So one challenge that initially I faced was being lonely because I was expecting somebody to approach me. So like I was being lonely. But when I realized that no, it is the other way around, I have to go out, I have to open up myself. Yeah. Then
Hmm.
that is where I start to, get involved in social stuff. And then another thing is the culture, the adjustment, the cultural adjustment, the way of life over there. One thing back home is we are relaxed with time, we are relaxed with the way we go about our duties, but this place is
Hmm.
different. So you need a change of mindset, something that uh, should be inherent comes from you, like personal change of mindset. So you can prepare your mind even before you
Hmm.
come here that the system here is different. So
Hmm.
keep up with time. Keep this place, they don't joke with time. Keep
Hmm.
up with time. Yes. And then show up. Don't be alone. If not, yeah, you fall into depression, you'll be lonely. So those are some of the challenges aside the educational system, the learning
Hmm.
environment. Yeah, socially, those are some of the things. Yeah.
Hmm. And what
Mhm.
are you enjoying? What are the positives so far? I know you've mentioned the practical side of
Mhm.
the studies.
Mhm.
What are your the things that you're enjoying, your positive um, journey
Okay.
so far being in the UK?
Well, the positive thing, the first and foremost, is how the system is. The system is well structured that you plan your time and then everything is just on point. So that
Mm,
is one thing I am enjoying, the way the system is structured, how it's easy to just navigate. You don't have to struggle before you get the basic of things.
mm,
And yeah, and also linked to the Commonwealth. Had it not been the Commonwealth Scholarship, I wouldn't have been exposed to a diverse international community.
mm,
So
mm,
it's, yeah, changing my perspective, having to collaborate with different people from diverse backgrounds. So let I get to learn a lot of different perspectives. And then also through this Commonwealth, I have been I will be attending my first international conference basically
that's nice.
in June.
Where are
And
you
then
going?
so it is actually in the UK over here, but at Cranford University where I'll be
Okay,
presenting. Yeah, where I'll be presenting. But
nice.
a lot of scientists from other countries and other
Hmm.
universities are
Cranfield is
attending.
good with things like that, and especially with
Yes,
research as well. Yeah.
yeah. And then also um how one of the positive things that I've also realized is the student lecturer relationship.
Mm,
Back in Ghana, it is much like a tensed environment. That's yeah, that there are certain things that you would be scared of talking about, but here the environment is relaxed. That
hmm.
you, yeah, you can just basically get involved in a normal conversation with a lecturer without realizing that he or she is the one teaching you, and that is one of the positive things. So it makes you be able to express yourself better, and then letting them to know what really you need, and then they tailor their teaching and then their approach based on how or what you need, and then that is one of the positive things that I've also learned over here.
No,
And
that's nice.
yeah, the ultimate is the practicability of the studies. That is what I want to experience, and then I am experiencing it. How would I apply these studies in my professional journey? What is needed? What skills am I supposed to use? And then I am experiencing it, and that is yeah, the ultimate positive. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, thank you very much. So I'm just going through comments, and Isaac says the Commonwealth scholarship is juicy. It is juicy. It
Oh
takes all
yeah.
the financial stress off you, and that's what you want. Because sometimes they say it's fully funded, but you look at it, and the only thing they take care of is your accommodation and the tuition fee. It's that is not necessarily fully funded, but this is
Okay.
this is
Yeah.
this is great.
Mm.
This is
Yeah,
great.
but one
Mhm.
thing I would also like to make is that the Commonwealth fully funded, they don't give you free accommodation. You have
Okay.
to get your accommodation from the stipend they give you. So they
All right.
give
So
you
that means the stipend is quite hefty then if you're to get your accommodation out of it.
yeah, it will depend on the type of accommodation you want. So they
Mm,
give like the minimum, like yeah, what everybody needs. And then
okay.
if you want to live extravagant, you go for it. If you want to be a minimalist, you go for it. If you want to be in between, you go for it. Yeah. So
Mm,
Commonwealth doesn't provide free accommodation. They take all financial burdens on you, and then
okay.
the others you have to use that financial benefits you get to find the others. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I understand. Okay, that's
Yes.
good. Yeah. So if you've got any question to those that you're listening, thank you for sticking with us. So far
Mhm.
we've gone past the hour, um,
Mhm.
you know, conversation, but it's just when the conversation is going so well, sometimes it's you just have to keep going because we've been able to get a lot out of Raphael. So thank you very much. If you have
You're
any
welcome.
questions, please do drop it in the comment section as we are about to wrap up. Um, if you're just joining us, this my name is Efra. I'm your host for Changing the Narrative, where we invite guests to come and share their study abroad journey with us, what we can learn from them, and also a way for everybody to sort of encourage and motivate themselves from the stories that we hear. I share a lot of opportunities. Again, mainly UK because I'm based in the UK. Every now and again, I do share other countries, but I would say it's 99% UK. Because I live in the UK. But then again, if you
Mhm.
need any specific help, please do get in touch. My doors are always open. However, the caveat to that is if you're going to waste my time, you wouldn't like me because I wouldn't give you that opportunity to do that. So far as you're willing to make that time, I'm always able to make space or make room to accommodate. So please do get in touch. Have a look on my page to be able to apply to some of these. It might be of benefit to you or a loved one. I'm also the founder of AAA Foundation, and we're looking to pad 100 girls this month, 28th in the Gomwa district with reusable pads. Again, the reason being reusable pads takes the pressure off them for 2 good years. So if you have 100 cities that you want to donate towards to encourage one girl for 2 years to be able to stay in school, to be able to prevent using products that are not safe, to be able to not having to worry about where the next pad is going to come from, and not indulge in any sex for pad and so on and so forth. Please do get in touch. Just 100 cities for 2 years, and that is saving 45 days of a girl's schooling. So please do get in touch if you want to partner, collaborate on any of our projects. Please do get in touch as well. So our website is www.aaafoundationgh.org, and we're on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Please do contact us, reach out to me, or Chrissy, or any of the volunteers. There's so many of us now. We're in Rwanda, Malawi, Ghana, Kenya. So we are spreading, we are scaling up. So yeah, we need all the support that we can get. We also have other projects that we embark on. Our main focus is for quality education. So we remove any barriers that prevent quality education, i.e. menstrual, ICT, stationaries, fees. So our projects are mainly tailored around these, removal of barriers to education, and preventing kids from ending up on the streets. So please do get in touch, and we would be open for any conversation. So thank you very much. Well, Raphael, so
Yeah.
if you're to summarize your whole journey, what would you
Mhm.
say?
Only one word,
It
which is
doesn't
my
matter.
mother's name, which
Summarize
is,
it. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Only one
Grace.
word.
Yeah,
Wow.
Grace. Yeah,
Wow, that's powerful. That's
yeah,
powerful.
that's
And
it.
why do you feel
It's
that?
just
Why
Grace.
do you feel that is just grace?
Um, I would say that Grace because
Hmm.
I didn't, or I never envisioned myself um like in this in this current situation. Yeah.
Hmm.
Even though I planned, or I told myself that I would have an international education
Hmm.
added to my portfolio,
Hmm.
Commonwealth Scholarship isn't part of it, wasn't part of the plan.
Hmm.
And even during the application process too, though I felt like, yeah, I could get it, but I don't know. It's I just feel like, well, let me just give it a shot. If it
Hmm.
works, it works. If it doesn't work, fair enough. There are other places that I can go to. And one unique thing that happened was that during that same year, 2025, I had a promotion at work. Yeah,
Wow.
and then
That's
this scholarship also came through it. And during all those um, transitions, one thing I kept doing was prayers.
mm,
I put everything in prayers. And I'm saying this to those who
brilliant.
believe in God, those who believe in
Mm,
God, or those who practice their religion very well. Yeah, I put everything to prayers.
mm,
Yeah. That is why I am attributing it to grace.
grace.
That's
I like it. I love it. Nice.
yeah.
Grace. So almost every, not almost, every single guest that I've had, they will share their struggles, they will share everything. But one thing they all have in common is praise.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in everything, commit it into the hands of God as well, and
Yeah.
ask for favor and grace, and His
Mhm.
mercies never fails anyway.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to start preaching, but I know praise always open doors. So yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, thank you for
Yeah.
that. So your last words
welcome.
to our listeners and anybody who is, considering
Mhm,
or not even considering Commonwealth, but
mhm,
is hopeful and has dreams of one day
mhm,
studying abroad. It doesn't have to be the
mhm.
UK, but is looking to further their education
Okay.
via scholarship overseas.
Mhm. Okay. So what I would say is that the first thing is start preparations early.
Mm,
Get all the relevant informations that you need, and don't be general. Be specific. If you want to
mm,
do this program, look for informations around that program. Don't just be general. I want to study abroad, and then you start. No, you will not make enough. What's the name? Results. Be
mm,
specific. Tailor it to your needs, and then start early.
mm,
Another is also during your undergraduate studies. That is where you build the relationship. And
mm,
as the general saying goes, it's the university that you will get the connections, who you will become in
mm,
life. You get it from being part of an association. So if you are part of an association and then you don't show yourself or you don't expose yourself, it will have a challenge on you. So when you are in school, show yourself up. Not you don't have to be a leader, you don't have to like be the extrovert or all around, but find a niche and then work towards it. One thing
mm,
that I did that helped me was I always answer questions in class, whether correct
mm,
or wrong.
mm,
I ask questions in class. I make sure that I contribute every single lecture that I go to. I ask questions or I answer a question. And through
mm.
that, the lecturers got to know me. So one of my recommenders was actually a lecturer in my department, and she was willing to do everything for me just
That's
because I
nice.
participated in her class.
Mm,
So show up, prepare early, and then also look for relevant information. Look for
mm,
relevant information, and then seek help. Seek help, as
mm,
you said earlier. We should seek help. Nobody is an island. We all we
mhm,
all
mhm,
have we all have something that we need, and then it's someone that will give that help. So seek help when it is needed. And then above all, if you're a believer, if you're a Christian, pray to God because you will
mm.
put everything into place, plan. But if it is not the right time,
The right time.
it will not work. So pray to God
Mm,
about everything. After all your preparations, it's God that is the ultimate decider.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's a great
Welcome.
advice, and I'm not gonna add anything to it. He said it
Mhm.
all. Um, don't give up on your dreams is what I'm going to add, regardless of how tough the journey becomes or gets. Because the only time you fail is really when you give up. Those are the only people that fail, those that give up. So don't give up. There's always help. Ask for it and keep
Yeah.
pushing. So thank you very much, Raphael, and thank you
You're
everyone
welcome.
that is still with us on YouTube and on LinkedIn. Don't forget to subscribe and watch the other guests that we've interviewed. We've dropped a lot of names here, Victor and I was
Banda
gonna call him
Khalifa.
Captain, but yeah, because he's used to
Yeah,
be.
captain.
Yeah,
Yeah, a captain.
I don't know why I was going to call him a captain. Yeah, but Dr. Banda and a lot more. There's a lot of pages that shares scholarship informations. Use all the resources at your disposal and put your best foot forward. So without wasting much more time, thank you very much to all those in the UK. I know we are going to enjoy our bank holiday Monday.
Yeah.
Those in Ghana have already enjoyed it. They had May Day, not going to work, and everyone asking why I'm at work. Well, because mine is on Monday. So
Yeah.
yeah. So enjoy it. The weather is great as well. So we in the
Mhm.
UK, we're actually enjoying a bit of sunshine and we're loving it. So thank you all very much.
Yeah.
Again, my name is Efwa Raphael. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation, making us proud, and also sharing all the juicy nuggets from the Commonwealth applications to your own journey. It's very encouraging to see you still keeping it up, and we wish you nothing but the best. May
Thank you.
grace continue to be with you, and may
Thank
the
you.
Lord's favor continue to put you in rooms that you didn't even realize or envision to be. So thank you very much. Enjoy your evening, and
You're
thanks once
welcome.
again to everybody
No,
that's watching us. Thank you and goodbye.
thank you so much.
You're
Okay.
welcome. Bye.
Bye.